6 months following the events of the first game, siblings Amicia and Hugo de Rune must now travel to southern France to look for an island which may provide a cure for Hugo's mysterious blood disease. Hugo is frequently overwhelmed by his newfound powers, while Amicia must face the emotional trauma of killing enemies and other actions done to protect herself and her brother. Amicia, Hugo, Beatrice, and Lucas flee their plague-ridden and war-torn home province of Guyenne and head for Provence, where an organization of alchemists called the Order has promised to provide refuge to the de Rune family. The group reaches Provence's main city where they meet the local order representative, Magister Vaudin. However, Hugo's macula begins to flare up again, and Amicia and Lucas quickly discover that the rats and plague have spread to Provence as well. Beatrice and Vaudin's attempts to treat Hugo also only serve to exacerbate his condition. Seeing the situation in Provence deteriorating, Vaudin arranges for the group to leave by boat for the Order's headquarters in Marseille, but the city is suddenly attacked by a massive rat swarm that leaves the entire city in ruins. Vaudin is killed in the chaos while the de Rune family and Lucas barely escape. Skeptical of the Order's motives and unwilling to see Hugo be locked up as a test subject again, Amicia decides to part ways with Beatrice and Lucas. Instead, Amicia decides to try to find an island Hugo keeps having recurring dreams of that promises a cure to the macula. However, along the way, they are pursued by army troops as well as rogue mercenaries led by the disgraced knight Arnaud. Arnaud rescues Amicia from a rat swarm and, seeing that Hugo can control rats, offers to arrange transport to the island Hugo is dreaming of, La Cuna. They recruit his smuggler friend Sophia to transport them to the island. Upon arriving on La Cuna, Amicia and Hugo discover the residents worship a pagan deity called the Child of Embers. Arnaud shows his true motives when he tries to coerce Hugo into summoning rats to attack Victor, the Count of Provence. Angered, Amicia foils Arnaud's plans, resulting in his arrest. Victor and his wife Emily express their gratitude to Amicia and accept her and Hugo as their guests. Together with Sophia, Amicia and Hugo proceed to explore the island to search for clues. They manage to infiltrate a ritual being held by Victor and Emily, discovering that they lead a cult that unknowingly worships a past macula carrier as the Child of Embers. Delving further into an ancient order temple, they are disappointed at not finding a cure, but find clues about Child of Embers, Basilius, and his protector, Elia. While Basilius' fate is unknown, records state Elia was imprisoned after rebelling against the order. The trio head to the chapel Elia was being held, and discover it is occupied by a cult of slavers who worship the Child of Embers and offer blood sacrifices to him. Hugo is angered at this and summons the rats to kill all of the slavers. While Amicia finds a message left behind by Elia telling where Basilius was taken. They find a massive underground temple where, to their horror, they discover Basilius was locked in an underground prison by the Order in a futile attempt to contain the macula as it crossed the last threshold. Without Elia to manage his emotions, Basilius went berserk and unleashed the Justinian plague. Amicia then realizes the macula showed Hugo the dream in an effort to lure him into its clutches, and they flee the temple as it collapses from a horde of rats. While Sophia readies the ship, Amicia and Hugo return to Victor's castle, now under siege by the rats, and reunite with Beatrice and Lucas. Amicia reasons that as long as they are there to support Hugo and keep his emotions in check, the macula will remain dormant. However, Victor confronts Amisha, intent on taking Hugo since Emily is convinced he is the child of embers. Amisha and Lucas are captured while Beatrice is killed in a ritual sacrifice. Hugo witnesses Beatrice's death and goes berserk, summoning a horde of rats that devour Emily and many of Victor's troops. They then flee to the harbor, rescuing Arnaud on the way before leaving on Sophia's ship. The Count, still intent on taking revenge, pursues them on his own ship. Victor captures Hugo while rest of the group are forced overboard. On the shore, Victor confronts Amisha and Arnaud sacrifices himself to give Amisha the opportunity to kill Victor. Unfortunately, they are too late to prevent Hugo from giving himself over to the macula, spreading a dark cloud called the nebula that blocks out the sun and allows the rats to spread unchecked. The group heads for Marseille, which has already been ravaged by the rats. Amisha delves into the center of the nebula, where Hugo tells her that now that he has fully merged with the macula, the only way to stop the rats is to kill him, which Amisha reluctantly does so. 1 year later, Amisha prepares to embark on a journey to find the next macula carrier and protector so that she can help guide them. Before she leaves, she pays her respects to Hugo's grave. In a post-credits scene, a new macula carrier is seen being born in modern times or in the near future. If you have liked this video and you would love to see more, make sure you subscribe and smash the like button.